2, 1, go!
And our first match, first 15 seconds of autonomous play during the Steamworks tournament here in Albany, Georgia. Robots are programmed to do what you see them doing by the human players for the first 15 seconds. They gain points by crossing the baseline, located approximately 7 foot 9 inches away from the wall, as now the human players have control of the bots for 2 minutes and 15 seconds of continuous action on the field. 1771, they're down at their airship. They're delivering a gear. They're putting it on the lift peg mechanism. The pilot is telling the driver to back away. As the pilot backs away, the gear is not successfully placed to 6714. The Panthers dance around in the center neutral zone. 5848. That's Robo C3. They're at the retrieval zone. They've got a gear in their possession. Object of the game, the object of the tournament, to get the gears down to the pilots so the pilots can start the rotors turning. The rotors provide lift for the airships. The more rotors turning, the higher they can get. As 5848 loses control of a gear, it falls off of their bot. 1771, they're trying to get the gear on the lift peg mechanism located at the side of the airship. If they can get one of the rotors turning, they're worth a minimum of 40 points apiece. We're now down to 67 seconds left to go in the match. Still a lot of action taking place out on the field as 6714 slings the gear across the launch pad area. There goes 4240. They're down there putting on a blocking maneuver, trying to keep the Red Alliance from bringing their gear down to their airship. Each one of the gears worth 40 points to the rotors if they can get them turned. As you see the Blue Alliance right now cranking on that rotor. Getting it turning, it's worth 40 points for the Alliance. S3329, the Wild Bots. They're up against the Alliance wall, 1771. They're at the retrieval zone on the side of the field in the corner. We're now down to 30 seconds left to go in the match. As the Red Alliance collects a gear from the lift peg mechanism. The ropes have been deployed on the Blue Alliance. Bots can now try to gain them seats on the airship before it takes off and leaves them. As 5074 Robo Mustangs, they're trying to get there. 4240, the Trotec Warriors, they're off the deck. They have to be in contact with the touchpad, which they're trying to reach at the end of the match, but they ran short of time there, and the airship took off without them. That's the end of qualifying match number 1 of what will be 64 qualifying matches throughout the weekend. All right, the referees are in a review period right now. It's showing a score of 125 to 75. That may change after the review is over with, but we'll find out here in just a second. All right, in that last match, we had 2 yellow cards to be issued. It's an SO7, which means that you cannot, remember, on the field, when you're in your airship, you cannot go outside of the perimeter to retrieve the gears. The only time the hands can go outside the perimeter of the airship is if the rope does not deploy properly at the last 30 seconds of the match. So 2 teams received a yellow card in that match. 58-48 and 33-29. right, we have final score for the match. Number one, what will be 64 coming up. They're taking off in the clouds. They go. The Blue Alliance crosses the finish line first with a score of 125 to 75. They gain 2 ranking points for the victory. Those ranking points can be valuable in the competition.